Hello guys and welcome to another legendary stream right here on Twitch and YouTube. Jakey, thank you so much for good luck. Fonda, congratulations on being first officially, I guess. XL, welcome in. Hope you all are doing absolutely freaking amazing on this beautiful, beautiful Friday. Hope you all had an amazing week and things went according to plan. I really appreciate you all being here today. We will continue Once Human. I was actually contemplating whether to start a bit of a different game that is Subnautica 2 because it released yesterday. But I think I'll wait a little bit until the prices drop, or at least a proper Steam key is available so I can shave off some money. And also, I don't know if you guys would be interested. Is there interest in me playing Subnautica 2? Because oh my god, I was looking forward for the game. But also, I think I'm going to keep on going with Once Human for a bit, but Subnautica is probably going to be next, to be honest. And since it's in early access, it might make sense to wait a little bit anyways, but I would be very much down to play Subnautica 2. I am very much excited for that. Guys, before we actually go into Subnautica, I want to quickly do some quick devlog. It's gonna be very quick, so don't be scared of code. I'm sorry. It's gonna be very, very quick. But I want to quickly show this as well, because I've been cranking another release yesterday. Unfortunately, the error codes and stuff are still... Like, I'm still adding more errors towards the disconnects, because quite frankly, I have not yet figured out the actual cause why the disconnects are happening, but things are going pretty well, pretty freaking well. And I'm glad I backtracked on the original implementation. You guys will see how it looks now. It's gonna be good. I'm just gonna start off basic by looking at the release real quick. Oh, I didn't switch. Now you guys should see it. Yes, perfect. This is the amazing release. Exclamation mark advancedly. Can't type. That's great. At the end. New updates. I'm just gonna pin this. Because why the hell not? But it's not super crazy. Okay. Point is that I've decided, by the way, to not add like super many images to these releases. I used to do that, but I feel like they just make it unnecessarily long. So yeah, it's really cool. I'm using the Mojang API the same way I've been doing for the UUIDs to actually now get player skins. Oh my, 50.67 streak. Oh well, gotta ask some Twitch employee to make that a thing. I don't even know how that would work. You'd have to watch 2/3 of a stream, but how would you know how long the stream would be in the moment? So you'd only get that afterwards. I don't know how that would work. But yeah, the cool thing is, I'm just gonna start it here. I have been testing, and luckily, Minecraft basically introduced a new friendship system. It is insane. It is insane. And I've actually tested that yesterday. Here I have a... Oop, let me hide this. I have a snapshots instance right here. This is huge. This is actually huge. By the way, you can see the default is the new layout. I'm just going to link my account real quick. So it fetches the UUID. You can immediately see my player skin is here. This is beautiful. I can hit OK. I'm just going to do... I'm going to get the new version just to show this as well. Let's do optimize. Doesn't matter. Hermes doesn't exist. I'm going to do these things. Overlay just to show that as well. Enable co-op. I'm just going to save there. And the crazy thing is, Minecraft literally has a friends in Java. And this is pretty crazy. This is pretty crazy. Yes, I'm going to accept all friend requests. We might even do a little bit of testing tomorrow. But I really want to focus on the Achievement Door Challenge tomorrow. But yeah, I've been testing with Yumeko already. So I actually have one friend that we've been joining each other's worlds just to test for Advancedly. And it's pretty cool because it functions the exact same way as if you were to host a single player world. Like if I open the worlds folder, you can see, and this is like the main part right here. I have Yumeko's files here as well. So this is the advancements, for example. I think I once gave him a dragon egg or something. Yeah, right here. This is the dragon egg advancement. I just gave him a dragon egg, so he got that advancement. This is pretty cool. This is pretty cool. So basically, on Advancedly's end, nothing has to change, and it will just be able to read, yeah, the Coop worlds. And this is crazy because you're basically able to play together in a local co-op, but you don't have to go through all the stupid networking thing. And why I'm saying this is because this actually finally puts everything that I've done with Advancedly in a really good position, because obviously, if you have to go through the same network, like you have to download some kind of software to be in the same local area network or VPN, then, well, you could also just use that exact same system within Advancedly, which you can still do with the host locally, right? Things are going to look slightly different there. But now, in newer versions, where you don't have to do the networking stuff, you can still have people joining, you can then use the Advancedly server, and it's going to be beautiful. So actually, with them introducing this, it makes the Advancedly server so much more useful. It's actually really cool. Anyways, yeah, with that, you can join each other's worlds. This is so good. This is so good. And I recently checked. I can't show it now because I'd leaked the server IP and everything. But we're at like 33 gigabytes of server bandwidth used already. So people are clearly using it, which is really awesome. Which is really awesome. No, I don't want to leak it. I mean, there's some security measures. You're not gonna get just like into it. But yeah, no, it's still pretty hard to get into it, to be honest. You need to know some stuff. But yeah, 33 gigs, and I have 4 terabytes of bandwidth, so we're not even at 1%. All right, leak it. No, the main point is that obviously Minecraft added a new advancement. Where did I put it? The advancement, which is feeding a TNT into a sulfur cube. It is so awesome. It is so amazing. I can actually quickly show that, I guess. And it's beautiful. And then we'll already get to the last feature. So I did a lot of fixes for, yeah, like especially there's one disconnect bug that I managed to fix that was distinct enough. Then I just added more error messages, and also an error with room code, added the advancement. Then the optimized layout, as you guys just saw, is default now, which is huge. Again, I thought I wanted people to like figure it out on their own to switch the manual layout and stuff, but that's stupid. I want people, when they open up the tracker, to immediately have the experience that they know from the other tracker, from the old AA tool, right? I added a new font, plus support for a combined font file. This has like multiple font files in one. That was pretty easy to do. And then, yeah, I improved some tooltips. I actually renamed the button that you can see right here. Instead of edit templates, it says open template editor now, which I think makes a lot more sense. It's open template folder, open template editor. That's going to be way more clear. And then, yeah, I also made substats its own draggable thing on the manual layout. Doesn't matter. Actually, there was a Blackstone slab texture missing. I fixed something for Linux. Actually, 2 things. And yeah, now the most amazing part. Now the most amazing part. And then we're nearly done already. I'm going to go into the world. Oh yeah, I set it to thunder. Weather clear. Oh, okay, cool. Actually already clearing. Yeah, I summoned a mansion and end city and whatever. Does Advancedly have a light mode theme? I'm afraid it does. Bear with me here. I don't know, text color blue. Oh. Oh. Yeah, it's the most customizable tracker you could ever imagine. Yes, you can make it whatever you freaking want, okay. But I don't like this much. I'm very glad this isn't my testing environment, so I literally press like one button and everything will be reset. Yeah. But yeah, you can do that. You can do whatever eyesore you want to create here. The point is that now if we start a lobby, this obviously contributes to hosting locally as well. I'm going to leave this. You can see show contributor faces. You have some additional settings here. I'm just going to start the lobby. And this is pretty crazy. This is pretty crazy. You can see my beautiful face here for the Elytra or for the best friends advancement. Or let's do the uh-oh. I'm just going to give it P. I don't even know. I'm in creative, but I always like giving myself this stuff, which is like weird. Sulfur cube, spawn egg. And we feed this guy. That gives us the advancement already. And if I pause now, you can see it gives it to me. There's obviously some more complexity to it. So if you play with other players, then this face that displays right here is the person who has the most biomes in this case. That's how that works. Same thing for like stats, and like other goal types. There's a lot more info. I'm not going to go through it now. There's a lot more info on the main tracker page. If you go to co-op multiplayer, open this up, and then further down, we'll have it explained. Firewall stuff, linked goals, goal merging rules. Oh, that's where it would have been. But stuff loaded in, which is why it popped back up. So, yeah. Basically, right here in the goal merging rules, you have everything explained with how the contributor faces are being merged. So basically, for advancements, you just have any player that completes it. For, like, yeah, advancement criteria, I guess. Oh, this is actually wrong. I can fully remove that, because that is actually outdated. Lol. Because there's actually no face displaying for that. Ugh. Player. And I had to stall some time anyways, because Once Human had a 19 gigabyte update today, and I'm glad I started it like 1.5 hours ago. But it should be done soon. Okay. And then, yeah. Very important for complex advancements. As you can see here, it basically displays the player that has the most biomes. 1.5 hours for 19. I don't have the best internet. I never claimed to do so. Yeah, it definitely took like 1.5 hours. Right. Now, I wanted to quickly dive over, where is it now? Yeah, for stats, I'm actually going to switch the template now. It's obviously not going to work because I'm in the wrong version. It's not going to detect anything. I got to quickly exit co-op. And I'm just going to show it with the beautiful 1.16 test template that has everything. And we're going to go back into co-op, start the lobby. Right? And right here, gosh, okay, this eyesore. But right here, you can see now, we have like all kinds of goal types. And if I click the checkbox, it displays my face on the checkbox. Okay. It displays my face on the freaking checkbox. Did I do? Okay, there we go. And this is pretty, like, this is what was the most tricky thing with the entire implementation, because it has to distinguish between who actually contributed to the stat and who did it manually. So yeah, for all the checkboxes, you actually have the face displaying inside it. And now look at this. Here you have the face displaying inside the checkbox. But if I were to quickly open up a 1.16 instance, we have to switch version here. then it will separately display as like part of the text. It will display my player head here. So you could technically have, so this player head here, in this case, based on these gold merging rules, I, out of all the players, am contributing the most to this statistic. And so you have the player head separately. It belongs to the text right here for the manual layout mode. I can quickly show that as well. This is so crazy. This is so crazy. Okay, quick disconnect. Open template editor. We're going to go in here. Then visual layout editor. You can see I can move the text separately. It's going to shift everything else. This is separate now as well. That's part of the new update. And we're just going to stop. Save that. And if I now go back into Co-op, start the lobby, you can see the face displays where the main display text is. Main display text. And the progress is separate. This is pretty cool. It's pretty cool. The checkbox belongs to the icon. So you can also check it off here. It always puts the player face there. To use advancedly? No, because I am a content creator after all, and I upload this as a devlog that will be linked on the tracker main page. So there is benefit to this, because I didn't want to record again. Doing recordings is so annoying. So I'm not necessarily doing it for you guys. I'm doing it for everyone to explain things. This is part 47 of my devlog, so I'm not gonna like stop that now. Right, and then we have the... But I'm sorry if you're an advancedly hater. No, it's okay. I know you don't use it. Just collateral damage. Yep, exactly. And most importantly, for counters that are infinite, you can have both faces displaying. Also, one thing I changed, I never mentioned this. These you can now literally input as you want, and it knows whether you're using a European or American keyboard, with like Z and Y being correct. That was an issue before as well. And now you can use the counter to increase it, and you can see I am contributing to the counter the most, right? It gets summed over all players, depending on the goal merging rules. And I can also check it off, so you can have both faces displaying here. I think that's pretty much all I wanted to show. That's pretty freaking awesome. Yeah, and you also have these hotkeys now on capture input, which is pretty, or like key capture. It's pretty awesome, pretty awesome. Why background such an ugly corporate blue on this? Because it's the easiest to chroma key. Have you not heard of a blue screen? It's like the easiest to chroma key. I remember I was distracting him. Yep. No, I'm not. This part I'm not editing. The last devlog I actually spent like an hour editing. But that one was a pretty big deal. This one isn't that much of a deal. Big deal. But yeah. Also, one thing I forgot to show, you have the player down here as well. So obviously, if you select a specific player, all the faces are going to disappear because you're looking at the view of that player. It makes it more convenient. But yeah, you can see all in the drop down. There is a nice little face being displayed. All players obviously then shows the combined things. Really, really nice. And also, as you guys saw earlier, the face is also displayed here. There's some more info on like the faces being displayed. Very, very awesome. And lastly, I guess the settings, you can also turn off the contributor faces entirely. You can do that while you're in the lobby because obviously it's a collapsible section. It is only visually on the player side, and I've decided you can put the face on 3 of the corners that is not the corner of the checkbox, so you can really decide where you want to put the face, at least for these big goals. You can also increase the size to be half the entire goal or relatively small down there, however you prefer. This only affects like the main goals. The checkboxes ones are fixed size. That's a design implementation. Also, you have a LOD setting where obviously a higher value means it's gonna disappear more zoomed in. So yeah, you have a separate LOD setting for this as well, for performance reasons. We'll come back eventually. Yeah, 3 is still pretty big. There we go. Beautiful. So you have the full settings. And I know people are gonna love this. People are gonna freaking love this. Thank you guys for listening to my TED Talk. I'm sorry. I know it's like kind of unrelated. But also, it's my life working on this thing. And I think it's pretty cool.